signature animations is especially important. Now, you can change your player's normal signature size-ups by rocking the stick.
The networks are down, the equipment is ready.
Rapid double throws will give you the aforementioned new combos, and flicking the pro stick back and forth will give you a whole different set of animations called signature combos that look incredible. Another major dribbling change is the introduction of attacking size-ups. One of the things we wanted to improve with the dribbling in 2K was that while the size-up moves look cool, they weren't very useful. The new attacking size-ups provide a lot more side-to-side movement and are much better at forcing the defense to drop and shift, allowing you to bait them one way and then attack the other, something all great ball handlers do so well in real life. So, wow, that is a lot of information to take in. Once again, it looks like dribbling, or at least fancy, nice-looking dribbling, is going to have more of a skill gap this year. But usually, yeah, this year you can look all fancy and stuff, but you only have to do 2 to 3 moves to be able to score on pretty much 90% of players, right? So we'll see when the game comes out how it looks, but we have so much more to talk about. Anyway, to finish that, it says, while it's fun to clown your opponents with a flurry of flashy dribbles, we don't want to encourage players to dribble the entire shot clock out while their teammates fall asleep. Energy will deplete much quicker when spamming too many moves together, so it's important to be efficient and not, quote-unquote, play with your food too long. There's a long list of size-ups to learn on paper, but they're all very simple and feel natural in practice. Jump into 2KU freestyle practice to play around with different stick throw timings, and you get the hang of it after 2 minutes. Adrenaline boost. Another new feature to prevent over-dribbling is the concept of adrenaline boost. Now, they talked about this earlier, but I guess they're going into more detail. There are 3 available boosts per player per possession, shown at 3 small bars under the stamina meter. Boosts are consumed every time you perform a hard go or explosive sprint launch, which is a speed boost. Once your 3 boosts are gone, you'll notice that your speed and acceleration decrease significantly for the remainder of the possession, as with dribble combos. It's important to play smart basketball and be efficient with your movement rather than zigzagging back and forth, aimlessly trying to get around the defense. Okay, 2K. So earlier they talked about how they knew that pretty much the meta of offense was to just spray threes with a super small guard. Now they're saying that. I'm impressed. But once again, I want to see the cheesiest comp stage guards get on and have the best dribble moves and learn it and all that stuff, and then we'll see if they really did anything about that. More authentic shooting. Shooting also gets some nice upgrades for 2K23. And 2K22's success from the outside was heavily weighted toward coverage. If you could get an open look, you could balance out poor ratings and inaccurate timing. This year we wanted a more authentic shooting mode that captures the essence of a great 2K shooter's capabilities. The first major change is the addition of shooting attributes. Since the inception of signature jump shots in 2K basketball, animations have been more or less aesthetic, but functionally the same. This year, each signature jump shot has unique shooting stats that help determine its effectiveness. Shot speed, how quickly the shot gets to its ideal release point. Release height, how high the shot is released. Defensive immunity, how effective the shot is against defensive contests. Timing impact of just shot windows to reward good timing at the cost of an increased penalty for bad
I'm having all the 2K content when that shit drop out. I'm telling you.
That's going to be really interesting to see when the game comes out. We're also adding a huge number of shot animations to choose from. Over double the amount of any previous version of 2K, and a much more accurate to each player's real live jumper. For my players, shot animations will be gated by shooting ratings, so you'll have to play around with all the options to figure out what works best for your skill set and playing style. We're looking forward to seeing a lot more variety in the community's signature shot selection.
You can play for it. Hold on, give me a second.
Next advanced evolution of shots. Wow. Okay. There is so much information in this article, and it is just not stopping. We just have more and more. Now, like I said, I haven't seen almost any of this except for tweets on Twitter. Shot meters and feedback. There are also 5 new shot meters to choose from, with 15 more that can be unlocked through seasons over the coming year. Some big, some small, some above the head, some to the side, and some below the shooter. Each meter completely fills to the end, and which is your ideal release point, then empties on the late side. I don't know what that means. Allah 2K1720. The new shot meter options were a common ask from the community, so we're sure everyone will find an option they like, and then some. You'll also notice a subtle change to how shot feedback works this year. We use shot arcs to help indicate whether you're early, high arc, late, flat arc, or on time, ideal arc. So by paying attention, you can easily tell right away if your release is off Also, with shot feedback enabled, we're delaying the timing / coverage overlay and green place animation from coming up until the ball hits the basket. It's a small change, but it's really going to bring back some of the drama that the green light animations lacked, and also encourages everyone to continue to play through the possession rather than giving up and getting back in transition early. Wow. Okay, so that is pretty wild. It's still not a huge difference. I mean, most people are probably not going to use the meter, but that's pretty wild that if you have a green animation on, it's going to be delayed so that people don't cherry pick and stuff like that because they don't know if you green the shot or not. So that's going to be interesting to see. All right, this next one seems very
Oh shit.
gameplay. As always,
Fuck.
defense remains a huge priority for the gameplay
Pussy ass.
team. We know all the offensive upgrades in the world don't make for a fun game if there are no counters to stop them. So let's talk about some of the great enhancements on the other end of the floor. This is something I want to see.
Not that way, homie.
Received a nice overhaul for 2K23 up
Appreciate
until last year. We used a simple shot defense calculation that looked at two specific points: the location of the defender when the shot started and the proximity to the ball at release. It worked well, but also
Are you gonna need a dub?
shortcomings. The defender's hand or arm moved slightly into a bad position right at the point of our shot release calculation. You could get a bad coverage score even though it looked like a very good contest. This year, we've created a system that evaluates the defensive player's contesting hand throughout window of the shooting motion. This larger sample set provides way more accurate results and helps line up the coverage numbers to what players expect based on what they see happening on the screen. Okay, so this does look better. Now, we don't know for sure, but it does scare me that Ghost Contests could be even worse next year, and Ghost Contests were horrible. They've been horrible for a while, but 2K22, they're bad. Anyway, on-ball defense for the floor game, on-ball defensive movement and body ups received a major refresh with new content that more accurately depicts today's one-on-one player interactions. You'll also notice a new indicator on the ball handler when in guarding position. This is the new defensive shade mechanic. The 3 bars on the indicator represent 3 zones: straight up, shade left, and shade right. The zone the defender's in is shown in red. If the ball handler attempts to attack the red lane, they'll get cut off, lose their dribble, or fumble the ball. Great defenders can anticipate where the ball handler is attacking and will now be more clearly rewarded for it. Okay, I like this. The shading system works for both on-ball defenders guarding the perimeter as well as the post and does a good job communicating to both the offensive and defense why collisions resolve the way, why collisions resolve the way they do. Okay, so I thought I was tripping right there, but I've just been reading so much. Please drop a like if you made it this far. We still have more to get into. This is just insane. So it's sounding good. It definitely is sounding good. We don't know if it's going to look good. Anyway, shot blocking has been refined to quite a bit this year as well with 2K22. We made a huge effort to improve block targeting and give players the ability to deter any shot that comes into the paint. For 2K23, blocks have been tuned to a more realistic level, leading to much more predictable outcomes with the right players making appropriate stops when timing their block attempts well. No more small...
This car was. Fuck. We'll customize this bitch.
Come on. That's not a fact. It is a fact, nigga.
I'm gonna go around. I ain't gonna get my shit sticked up.
Let's go. Spike that ball, young blood. Come on, brother. This nigga turned around. Look at this nigga.
Shit. Check.
What miracle did you want me to perform? Better than when she came in, that's for sure.
Ain't no hard. I wish I give a good love.
I got that nigga covered. I'm not playing, nigga. I'm not playing. That nigga be on demon time, bro. I'm not playing.
Not that red. Hold on.
Back up, back up.
Gives me a hard on.
Look out! Watch it! Come on, man. Like, why ain't this nigga trying to kill you? Doing what that nigga be doing with me on mic team. This nigga be marking six niggas. Why he not marking six niggas now? You don't fuck with you like that, nigga. That's my brother, nigga. That's my brother, nigga. Come on. Come on. Nigga came back from the 24. I don't remember, nigga. Shut up.
That's a beauty right there.
Get in there.
It'd be like driving on velvet. There, that should give you a boost. Now that's a custom job.
Ooh, that nigga open. Come on.
These tires are hardcore.
Come on, bruh. Maintain this lead, man. Defense get wins, nigga. Defense get wins, bruh. Remember that. Remember that. Defense get wins.
What's up with...
That nigga talking kill, bro. Why that nigga so fast? Fuck that nigga mom was giving that nigga when he was younger. Give that nigga Mexican jumping beans, my nigga.